welcome to the Possumcast. I have to start out by giving an apology. This episode's going to be out probably Thursday instead of Tuesday.
God
for
damn it, Nick!
Two different reasons. One, I will take full responsibility for, and it was that I did not check the audio quality very well beforehand, and it just came out very quiet, and you couldn't hear very well, and I'm sorry about that. The second one, I'm going to blame Jay for it, because the other issue with the audio quality was about every 30 seconds you could hear Quincy barking in the background, and I completely... And
shout out Quincy.
I'm kind of done with Jay not giving up to this podcast and refusing to put this dog down, so Jay would like to ask for an apology to the audience.
I don't think I have enough facts to know that I'm actually responsible for anything. You mentioned that the audio quality is garbage.
Yeah.
But yet
you can hear the
Quincy's doggos?
That's how loud he was.
So I think it's probably less to do with how loud it was, but probably the settings that you had on your recording.
Oh, it was mostly...
It was set to dog mode. It was set to dog mode.
Whatever settings you had it on made it seem like...
Also,
way louder
what was the fucking deal with giving him a mic?
Yeah.
Why did you do that? That was so silly.
Put one of the lapels on.
It was a lapel, yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah, that's my bad. Okay.
No,
so,
I apologize for that. Sure, why not?
Okay.
Fuck that.
So
Make the dog apologize.
First, it's all on him. I'm good. So,
I don't think so. You already said that you were partially your fault.
What's up, possums? Can we start calling our audience possums?
Oh my god, that's so obnoxious.
What up, possums?
We're totally doing it.
Yes.
Oh, so one other little thing that I'll point out at the beginning is we made a TikTok account for the Possumcast.
Shout out China.
We are blowing up.
One of the videos actually does have 11,000 views, so that's pretty solid. So follow us. It's just also POSOMCAST.
Get on it, possums.
Wow, that was really fast. POSOMCAST.
I mean, if they found the cast, they can find
If they found the cast.
the pod. The pod.
Just killing terrible lingo right now.
I'm loving it.
Rob making obnoxious habits for our
Yeah,
audience
dude.
to follow.
It's almost bad as like za or like
Just some za, dude.
Dude, that's...
Za with some ra. It's like za, pizza with ranch.
Favorite thing I've ever heard anybody say ever.
What is toast?
Toast.
Ooh, yeah, not a big fan.
So,
Yeah, like...
You want
very old.
to hear another
10
one?
years old,
yeah.
probably?
Totes my goats. People used to say that all the time. Yeah, it makes it a little more fun though.
Yeah, that one...
Totes is too short.
That makes the full, 180-degree turn back to good again.
Yep, right there.
Well, I mean, it is better.
It's better than totes.
Yeah.
Because at least it recognizes how ridiculous it's.
Yeah, it's goofy. If you're gonna be goofy, you can't half-ass goofy. You got to full-ass goofy.
My least favorite thing that I've seen of that is something that we discussed on the Lost episode. By the way, we recorded last week and it didn't come out well.
Yeah.
What we're
The
talking
Lost episode.
Lost episode.
Rip.
Keeping the audio.
They're up there with Kobe.
Limited release.
Yeah, we'll have it
After all of us die.
If you like our Patreon,
put it on Patreon you can subscribe to the Patreon for 3 easy payments of $99.99 per month.
that's right.
It's just gonna be terrible audio, so
Mm-hmm.
money's worth.
If you're a real possum, you'll do it.
One of the things that I pointed out on that episode that I really hated was people asking for a recommendation on Facebook and then saying "and go" with an exclamation point.
Yeah, that. Oh.
Something else I thought of recently though was when I'm texting someone and they say what, but they say W-U-T.
Yeah, not a fan.
Yeah. That's,
It's harder to type on the keyboard.
yeah, it's like you could either do W-A-T, which is lazy, but it's more acceptable, or just spell out the 4-letter word.
Or
It's
you
just
know what
one
I
H.
Question mark. Boom. One.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow. That's way good.
So
And it does
Rob,
require a shift.
I believe has some stories to tell us.
I've definitely got a couple.
I know you have many because you're a man of a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
I guess this
Dude,
is...
Rob's got the stories of Artie Lang. And he's been doing comedy for Dude, Artie Lang, if you don't know, he's a legendary cokehead drunk. He was on Howard Stern shows on
Yeah.
he's on
And he's been on everything.
Yeah.
He's just he's
For 2 months.
50 years in comedy.
But
Yeah.
you should look
And-
at Artie Lang's what his nose looks like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And so he has a fucking ridiculous number of stories you
does.
might expect. But he's been doing comedy for 40 years. Rob's been doing comedy for fucking 3.5 weeks or some shit. It's like a year, just over a year, right?
It's Spokane.
In
Spokane, not even a cool
got
place.
A dozen hilarious stories.
Yeah.
Right?
So Rob,
I gotta figure them
He's
out.
a really good liar, or these are really good stories. No.
No, I gotta figure out what I gotta figure out is how to tell them on stage. I haven't not figured that
you
out
got
yet.
a lot of good stories. Let's tease the audience a little bit. It's just
Okay.
one an episode.
Yeah.
Which one would
Yeah,
you like to tell
absolutely.
us first?
Tonight is the Rob Wentz, and we can do a Hardy Boy style. And the mystery.
Do you guys want to hear about the time? Do you guys want to hear about the other week? Okay. Do you want to hear about the time I did a gig in a hotel room, or do you want to hear about the time I got a knife held to my neck? It's up to you.
Which one was more recent?
Knife held up to my neck.
How recent was that?
A couple weeks ago.
Actually, I think because I know both of the stories, I think the hotel room one.
I think it's a better one, yeah.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Okay, so in Spokane, the open mic on Wednesdays is legendary, of course, and really good talent. That's where the possums be, and the audience there was pretty big one night, and I did pretty good, and I was having some fun, and the lady afterwards, this is probably about 5 months ago, maybe 4, and the lady comes up to me afterwards, and she's like, "You're really funny," and we're talking, and she's pretty good looking, and her friend's pretty good looking, but older than me, for sure, 28, maybe 35, that age range.
You look like it's elderly.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, that's like, I don't know how old you are, but good God.
It's young.
And so they come up to me afterwards, and they're like, tell me how funny I was and everything, and they asked if I did private shows, and I was like, yeah, I'll do that. And like, you do like a show like in a hotel, and I'd be like, when she said hotel, I thought she meant like an auditorium type thing, you know what I mean, or like a conference room or something. So I was like, yeah, sure.
I've heard that it's just like a very lazy sexual innuendo. Like, you want to come do a show in my hotel.
Yeah, right. Private show in the hotel room. So I was like, yeah, and she's like, how much would you charge for that? I'll be like $60. She's like, so you can do like an hour? And I was like, no, I can do 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I can do 20 minutes at best. And so she's all excited about it and everything. So we get there, and I go to the hotel. This is maybe a week later. I go to the hotel, and she didn't have to tell me this, but she definitely told me this. Mm-hmm. I found out later. Her occupation is a stripper,
right?
Which is great. I love strippers. Shout out strippers. Yeah. Shout out Jay's sister, and
Whoa.
Hey, it's your joke.
should we?
That's why Rob said.
Oh, Rob, pause for 1 second. Just take a look at the recorder.
Yeah.
Am I coming through on the levels? Like, you see it going up?
Yeah, I see it going up.
Cool. Never mind. Just want to check.
Not as much as mine is, but.
Well, yeah, I'm speaking quieter.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get up to the hotel room, and I like see, like, I'm pretty nervous because I don't really know what it's going to be like, because I also realized she texted me, she's like, room 1508.
Like, oh shit, it's actually a hotel room.
I'm going to a room. Okay, fuck.
She's a little bit big for a stripper too, by the way.
She was.
For the record, like
she,
a Thursday night stripper?
Yeah, like a Tuesday day shift.
Not like day shift, not like day shift,
night.
but like midweek night is
Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Wednesday.
So like, thick, not
Look, in Atlanta, she do very well.
Absolutely, it's cute, very cute.
Very cute. Had a butt.
Thick with 2 C's.
Yeah, had a badunk-a-dunk.
Cottage cheese thigh.
Yeah. Hey, she had a little bit of cellulite, but I don't mind fat. Gotta get all your vegetables in, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get all your nutrients in.
Vegetables in? What the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, fat's not in vegetables. I fucked that one up.
Go to the hotel.
So I go into the hotel room. I go up there, and I see like streamers on the door, and I can just hear I hear fucking Kendrick Lamar playing and shit. Well, I like Kendrick Lamar for sure. Don't get me wrong. But like then I heard how like loud it was in there, and I was like, there's a lot of people in there. I was like, I'm gonna go back downstairs for a second, because I was like 15 minutes early. So I was like, I'll go downstairs for a second, hang out for a little bit, get more mentally prepared now. And then I come back up, open the door, and it's like just a bunch of good-looking ladies and like a bunch of really large black dudes. And
when you say large, do you mean like muscular?
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Right.
They're like pretty. Like one of them, I was like, I wonder if he plays for the Seahawks. Like I wasn't sure, but I was like, he could.
Like intimidating.
Is that DK Metcalf? Is that? What's So,
Were you pretty intimidated by that?
A little. I was like
in a fucking random Best Western hotel room, and hey, what's up, DK? I know you can afford,
something a little better.
And like Wyatt coming to
yeah. He. So I mean, we're in there, and it's not that what I was nervous was I've never done comedy in front of like a lot of black people. I've mainly done it in Spokane. You know what I mean?
Right.
And when I did do it, I was in Baltimore like a couple times, and it was bad. I did really bad.
That was like one of your first couple.
Very first, yeah, 2 times. So I was like, all right, fuck. So I just get in there and I start drinking and dancing with them, because I'm like, well, if I'm gonna do comedy, like they didn't want me to just start going right away, and I also didn't. There wasn't really like I didn't know where their stage was. I didn't know what I was doing, so we just got drunk.
Did you have a mic?
So that's the thing. The mic was just a karaoke machine.
I've seen that.
So I just disconnected the mic and talked to them, because there were 20 people there. So like.
Yeah, you don't need to be that loud.
Yeah. So I did my set and everything, but there's one joke that I have that's really not a good joke, but it's just this joke about how like bad bitches. And how like you gotta have bad bitch money.
Yeah.
And she was like, I think everybody just broke up. It was like it just killed, like just fucking killed, and it's not that great of a joke.
Yeah.
And
You
it,
endeared yourself to them.
yeah, and they really, so it was a fun.
How early in your set
Not that
did
they're
you say
fucking
that?
gorillas. That's not.
It's not what you said.
Sorry.
I'm gonna edit out the part where he defends himself. Well, how early in your set did you do the joke that they really liked?
Probably 10 minutes in.
It's like halfway through.
Yeah, and then the other half is just nothing killed as hard as that.
Yeah.
Nothing killed because all the other jokes just weren't like that, and it was just didn't. But it still got laughs. And then this one guy wanted to heckle me, but hey, man, you ain't that good.
Yeah.
And he kept calling me some fucking name of some racist guy for some reason all night.
you
I can't.
thought it was a-
I thought it was a. It was.
Congressman or
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was who's the guy that writes the books? King, Stephen King. He
Yeah.
kept calling me Stephen King,
right, yeah.
which is almost offensive too, because that guy's creepy.
Yeah.
So he kept calling me Stephen King, and then I thought he was talking about the racist senator that got kicked out, and I was like, why are you calling me that? I'm actually being really
You
nice.
said Stephen King. Your first thought was not the author. It was
Yeah,
the
that's really
congressman.
weird.
Yeah, it's where my brain went at the time.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and
Considering I don't know who that is, I guess that.
he was in the news at the time, I think.
Oh, it's like fresh. Talk.
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck you calling me that?
And
And
you knew he was super racist, and the black dude
Yeah.
saying it to you, and
Yeah.
you're super white, so you're like,
I'm like,
maybe
wait a
it's
minute.
that.
Yeah, I just, I was context cluing. And then he started, so I kind of started roasting him a little bit, and everybody started laughing.
Yeah.
And then they're like, man, you're invited to the barbecue, or the cookout, or whatever they said. I think it was the cookout. And I was like, fuck, man, all right. And then I like pretty much at the end, I like did some joke where I did like dance a little bit, and they're like, oh shit. And they started throwing money at me, and they'd already paid me $60, but I just like grab it obviously because I'm broke as fuck.
Right.
So I'm grabbing this money and I'm pretty drunk, and the next day I wake up with like $200 fucking dollars because they just gave me a bunch
You
of
got
20s.
treated like a stripper by a stripper.
By strippers, and they could afford it. The black guys did not throw money. They were like, that shit's gay.
Like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't have a lot of cash on hand.
Yeah.
Strippers generally keep a lot of cash.
True.
Now, did you
They're like, I'll Venmo you.
end up going to their barbecue?
No, I have not heard back on the cookout front. But they were fun. And then I went to a show at the comedy club and got a little drunk too.
So like, piggybacking on that story. So I don't know why I just thought of this, but when I was coming home from Phoenix one night from a show, oh excuse me, no, it's from work. I went to gas up, and there's this like fucking hot pink Mustang, like
Oh shit.
Ford Mustang, like all tricked out, a bunch of shit, and this fucking very attractive girl is driving it. It's very
Right.
clear that she's very attractive.
Yeah.
And she gets out, and I was like, damn, dude, I mean, she's got some. She gets out, and she's she's wearing a full-on fucking mermaid costume, and I'm like, she's on her way to work for sure. But it was so weird. Like, she was full. It was like, don't you have a dressing room? Like, you have to show up in costume.
Oh my god.
Like, what are you?
Dude, I see so many Snapchat stories of my like friends who are strippers in the like girls I went to high school with, and it's like they're on the locker rooms and shit, and they're like just stripper things. I'm like, oh, it's also like stuff we did when we were 17 in high school, just take pictures in front of the lockers.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't really like, it's not just stripper
Wait,
things.
what? They have
Other people have they have lockers.
weird locker room.
Yeah, probably smelly. Honestly,
I mean, it
different
probably
type of smell.
smells good. It smells better than a fucking dude's locker room. Like,
Yeah, but pussy can smell pretty fucking gross.
But they cover our shit up.
That's true.
I mean,
Well, they don't-
There's, you know.
They probably smell some perfume down there.
And shit in
There
You're
is.
in good shape.
Meth probably smells. it up
Wait,
pretty
so
bad.
where do your stripper friends work? Do they work around here? Or do
I didn't ask a lot of questions. I didn't ask a lot of questions. Like, to be honest, we were like, I was like, I
Did
don't.
you ever go to high school with a girl who's like a stripper
Yeah.
in Vegas now? Because I think that's
Oh, in
actually
Vegas, yeah.
pretty interesting.
That's like making it kind of. That's
Exactly.
like
It's
that's
like
like
weird
us knowing someone who like works like the comedy store.
Clubs in,
You know what I mean?
LA.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit, man, you made it to Vegas? That ass is
Like
ridiculous.
once Glassmeyer blows up and is like a fucking
Yeah.
national touring comedian.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, assuming that happens.
It'll happen.
And like
Maybe.
we'll be like, hey, Michael, fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Big Mike, little Mike.
I mean,
On the scene.
did you guys see his dry bar thingy?
Danielle's pole work is amazing.
Did you guys see Michael's dry bar thing?
I didn't.
I didn't get a chance to live see it live.
I did see it live. I mean, if you've seen Michael do his show in Spokane, it's a pretty similar act. He'll do some
some
scripted
songs?
songs, and then he'll do some crowd work, making up a love song about
Yeah.
someone else a lot of the time.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Is that what he did?
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh,
But,
that's
Ooh.
damn.
yeah, but yeah, it was good
Ooh.
because he filmed it for his dry bar special. It's not coming out for a little bit.
Shout out Dry Bar.
And
Answer this question, because you don't want to spoil the other part. I do want to know this.
Yeah.
Is it no guitar, or sometimes guitar?
Guitar the whole time?
Yeah. Which I understand is not necessarily everyone's cup of tea, but if you like musical comedy, you'll fucking love it.
Yeah.
It was really funny to me. And also, if you check out Dry Bar, also Phil Kopsinski's on there.
Yeah, shout out Phil.
Yeah. Both those guys. Check those out.
I don't know him personally, but Andrew Rivers.
He's also very large on there.
Northwest guy, so yeah.
I think Gabe Rutledge possibly has a Dry Bar special.
I think he does, yeah.
That's true too. He's very funny.
Alright, so do you guys want to get into some Am I the Assholes or Would You Rather?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm definitely down.
What would you like to start with?
Maybe I would like to do a Would You Rather to start off the bat. I'm feeling a little cantankerous today.
All right. Oh, that's cantankerous. All right, let's do this.
Are we gonna get rageous later? Like rage? Any rage? Okay.
You're gonna get what now?
Get a little white man rage going.
Yeah.
Oh, and I might have to redo my old one.
Yeah.
Alright, so this one is not as gross as the other Would You Rathers that we've
Good.
done, but it is a little bit. I thought it was kind of interesting because I took a while to figure out what I would choose. Would you rather get paid $100 every time you lose a pound of weight, or get paid $100 every time you gain a pound of weight?
Every time I gain a pound of weight, because it's gaining weight's easier.
It doesn't matter to me because the goal in either situation is going to be to yo-yo as much as possible.
Right, just lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight.
Yeah, is that what we're saying? It's like
Right.
It's like pounds gained.
Is it in a day? What's the
Or is
time
it
frame?
from
What's
a
the time frame? Because if you have let's say right now, right, we started. I'm 183 pounds, right?
Yeah.
And then I run, right, and I lose 2 pounds. Then I go. That's like $200 if I'm doing losing pounds, right? And then I just eat a shitload, right? And then I gain 2 pounds. Then I take a shit, but then I lost a pound because I'll go run. Like, you know what I mean? How often am I getting paid? Is that the end of the day?
Shit.
Is that the end of the day? Do you know what I mean?
I take
guess
a shit at
that-
16 pounds.
I guess that
It's
is
got a cheese.
that is actually a good point. We'll go with this. So let's say at the end of let's say you start on Monday, you're at 183.
Gotcha.
We'll go by a week. So the
Oh
next
Jesus!
Monday,
I get paid once a week. What kind of job is this?
How many pounds you lost or gained, whatever one you end up choosing is the amount. So if you choose to gain, you end up weighing 200 the next Monday, then you get
$1,700. Can you gain? I think I'd rather lose weight.
Enough money.
I'd rather lose weight though, because you can sweat that shit out in a sauna. There's definitely different ways to lose weight.
I mean, either way, your top and your bottom are what you're looking at, right?
Right? Yeah.
Whatever's harder for you to do is going to be harder for you to do either way because you're going to have to still yo-yo.
And it's also you still have to have.
But I don't think it's enough money.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's not going to support you.
Because that's only like if I gain say I gain 5 pounds in a week, which is hard to do, or lose 5 pounds.
Right? Yeah. Either way.
$500
Yeah.
over the course of 4 weeks, I'm going to get $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month isn't nothing, but that's kind of a lot of work.
It's a lot of work for $2,000. Can I have a side hustle too? Like, is this the only thing I have to do? Can I start like an
your
eBay
current life. Like,
How would your answer change if you got 1,000?
for each pound? Yeah, then I'd definitely go with
I don't think it matters.
gaining weight. I go with gaining weight because I can gain weight.
Either getting paid when I go up or when I go down, but either way, it's
You still have to do
Yeah,
I
both.
see those gaps.
The main point of the question, I think, is try to figure out which one is easier and less damaging to your body, like the good balance of that.
Oh, I see.
I guess losing weight.
Well, I definitely can lose more than I can gain, so I definitely would go.
Because it's easier to just sweat. You can sweat some fucking weight out
I
sometimes.
don't think you're being true to the question, Rob.
I think you can
Sweat some weight out, but I don't understand how that's like.
because you sweat some weight out at the
you're
last
saying
minute.
It's easier,
No. Because hear me out.
but you only get it one time. That's
Yeah. You get it once a week, right? So let's say you're just eating what you want until fucking Thursday, doing what you drinking water, all this shit. Then the next 3 days, you just fucking sauna, ride up. You cut weight like a wrestler.
right. But what is the difference between whether you take your money when you gain weight or lose weight?
Oh wait, I see what you're saying.
Like either way, if you sweat it all out, then you have to gain a bunch in order to lose a bunch.
But you're gonna gain weight easier once you sweat it all because you're fucking hungry as you need the next 4 days to pig out because you're
But
gonna
it
be fucked
doesn't
up.
matter. Either way, you're still getting paid either way.
Yes, at some point it's just whether I don't. Here's what it is. Here it is.
For the gate weight.
Do I? No. Because do I want to eat a lot for 4 days a week and sweat 3 days a week, or do I want to sweat 4 days and eat a lot for 3? Yes.
It does not matter.
Let me try and mediate. I think what Rob is saying is it is easier to lose weight because not that you have to gain weight for that whole week. It's just you can do whatever you want,
Right.
and then you just do your bulimia purging or whatever
Yeah.
Rob chooses to do.
Because it's just easier to. It's you're.
I guess his point is it ends up being easier than like trying to overeat the entire week and not work out and gain weight that way.
Right. Because you could easily do that.
But dude, in either case, once you get your payday for gaining all your weight, you have to lose that weight.
Why do you have to lose it? Why can't you just get fatter?
In order to fucking get your next payday.
What do you mean? You just keep getting fatter. You're telling me that you don't eat a shitload all the time?
But you can't. There's a limit to that.
Yeah. Eventually.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's a limit to that. If you're weighing it every week, the goal would be as heavy as I can
Right.
one week, as light as I can the next week. That's the max.
And then you can come back for.
And then heavy, light.
You have a trade. It seems like you've done this shit.
No, man. I mean, no, I'm just.
You're so prepared on this.
Well, no, dude, I think about things very.
Oh, I'm taking
I
a
mean,
shit.
monetarily, like, I don't know.
Right.
I try to play with the rules a little bit.
Well, it has to be 1,000. I think 1,000. You are right on 100 is way too little to work this hard.
Right, but if it's 1,000 per, and you get it every, like in the weigh-ins every week, so that's potentially. I mean, I don't know. I could probably gain 20 pounds over
A month or
over a week.
20 pounds over a week. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, if you're starting at your lowest of lows,
True. I see
right?
what you're saying. Yeah.
Like drink a ton of water.
Yeah.
Crush. I mean,
Oh, you can put on 4 pounds from just drinking water in about an hour.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you could do maybe. So say that's maximum 20 pounds a week.
Yeah.
So every other week you're gonna get 20 grand.
Right.
That's worth it. Every other week getting 2 grand.
So are you saying like you would, like how often do you think you would do this if you were given the situation? Because you don't have to.
Oh yeah, I probably wouldn't do it every week.
You don't have
No.
to say it all the time. The option's always there.
It's like Uber.
You would do it. Yeah.
Are we talking $1,000 or $100? Because $100, okay,
$1,000? I'd probably shit, son. I'd do it at least 3. Like I'd probably weigh in twice a month, or you know what I mean. I'd probably attempt.
You treat it like a job. Like, all right, I gotta get fat this week.
Yeah, just twice a month, which wouldn't be that hard.
Give me some hoagies.
Maybe this one to keep in mind a little bit. What if we change it to that, like the same things apply, but whichever one you pick, if you do the opposite one, like you come out in the weigh-in and you're supposed to be gaining weight, but you lost like 2 pounds, you lose $1,000 for every.
Wait.
Oh, so now that shoots the entire.
Wait, you have to. Can you say it again? I
So
kind of.
let's say if you choose the gain weight one, let's say every time you weigh in, if you lost weight, you lose that much $1,000.
So you really got to keep consistent.
So you only can go one direction.
Right.
But you could. You gotta be like, where are you?
Here's the thing: I would have to go with gain weight because I don't trust myself to be able to keep off the weight.
You're going to debt. You're going to debt.
A bunch of money for it. The first thing I want to do is like, I want to go have a steak.
Yeah.
You know, I just get fat as shit and have to give him $1,000.
I love the idea of Jay just like doing the gain weight one, he keeps gaining weight, and then like a year later he's like, I gotta change my health, man, and it's also a huge battle because you're losing.
Yeah.
Financially.
This is how much I care about my health. I lose $1,000 every time I gain or like, and I'm still doing it.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know.
What do you?
You're fucked. I think I'd have to go with gaining weight too.
It would
Yeah.
suck so much though, because that just means you have to be conscious of how much you weigh all the
It'd be
time.
this crazy
Either way,
weird-
if
Yeah.
it's high or low.
Yeah.
It's a crazy weird mind game you'd always be like considering like for everything.
Yeah,
you
how
do,
quickly would you get an eating disorder? Like
No.
immediately?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I mean,
Even if it was both ways, you'd still just be like, you know what you would really try to do? Is just not lose weight or really gain weight. You'd be like, I want to stay at 183 to 188 pounds.
yeah, like I think I would toe the line of being like, okay, if I'm doing the gain weight one, I'm gonna like eat a little bit more.
Well, first you purge yourself before you weigh in, right?
That's true.
You would purge. You'd have. It's like, let's say you had 6 weeks to train.
Bulimic is the best way to go.
Yeah, I think. No, because before you weigh in, shout out bulimia.
Yeah.
it's
My second favorite of all the eating disorders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the first one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's the other one?
Bulimia is not my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anorexia.
Anorexia nervosa is the
Oh yeah,
most
because
common.
anorexia is
Yeah.
A, bulimia is B.
Right. That makes sense.
B is 2.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Except there's probably other ones that are way cooler that I've
Yeah.
never heard of before.
Way cooler eating.
I only eat
You're like, I only eat ass. One
Is it
time.
eating disorder to only eat one type of food?
It might be.
Yeah, probably. Because it's all mental, the eating disorder. I mean, some of it's physical too, but
Yeah. Well, it's mental disorder with physical ramifications.
Right.
That was really interesting. But
I like
still
that one.
under-
Where do you?
that one, you really have to define the parameters.
Yeah.
Because the other way you
So
go
broad.
is like
Yeah. Which is like, I think that's the interesting thing about these would you rather. Just like I feel like I'm making up rules as we go.
Or is it like a
interesting?
Yeah, like
Here's
it's more
what
fun.
I'm guessing it would be. How about this? What if
Yeah.
I change it this way?
Yeah.
It's a one-time thing. Okay, so you get
Okay.
you start at whatever you're at.
You get
And they
6.
go, all right, I'll either give you $100 in 6 months. I'll give you
Yeah,
$100 for every pound that you gain, or I'll give you $100 for every pound that you lost. And here's the thing: I could gain more weight in that amount of time, but if I could gain less weight and and feel really
Yeah.
good about myself in 6 months,
Yeah.
I think that's probably better. $100 especially.
Yeah.
$1,000.
You're like,
$1,000
son.
And you're definitely.
Yeah, because I mean,
That's a-
in 6
that's
months,
a-
how much do you can gain?
Dude, that's the thing. Is no. Here's the
I bet I
thing.
could lose 40 pounds in 6
Dude,
months.
okay, I'm 183. I'm not like if I lose weight, I bet I could get down. I can lose that much. I bet I could put on 25 pounds in 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't think I could.
I think
You think I could put on?
You're a big frame, dude. You,
based on my body chemistry, I think I'd have to go with lose weight.
But I'd have to.
yeah. You think you could lose?
You could lose more than you could put on.
You're fucking tiny.
You're so small.
Yeah, that's because I haven't been able to gain weight.
Are you? How hard are you trying though?
I did try really hard for like 3 years.
Did you try the healthy way though? Because in this scenario,
Yeah.
you wouldn't worry about the healthy way.
No, definitely.
In this scenario, I would do it the healthy way because I put on 20 pounds.
Losing.
Oh,
Gaining?
I'm talking about gaining. I would try and bulk up, like
when I
not
was
just
in
be
high
fat.
school, I tried the healthy way, and then when I moved out, I started eating like shit. So I unintentionally tried the healthy way, and both times I've never passed 135.
135, huh?
Yeah.
How much do you weigh right now?
I'm 130 right now.
God damn.
22?
23.
Jesus fuck. What was that actor who looked like a kid?
I'll tell you this: your metabolism definitely slows down as you get older.
Yeah.
Which one are you?
Remember the kid? Remember that you showed me the other day? He was in Waiting, the actor who's 30 but looks like he's 14.
Oh yeah, Andy Milonakis.
Shout out Milanakis. You're like our own Milanakis.
He was something 20 years ago, maybe. Like, he's not anybody.
Yeah.
No.
I haven't heard
A
of
Haley
him.
Joel Osment character.
If he asked to come on the
Yeah, he
podcast, would we let him
I
on?
think he was on the Man Show as because he's a grown man that looks like a kid.
Yeah.
So I think he was the one they had saying all the inappropriate shit. Like him and the one other kid. I think there were 2 kids total, but like, do you remember that show at all?
I've never seen it.
I'm only aware of it.
I've never
because
seen
I know
it.
Joe Rogan and Stanhope did it.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
and that was awful. Like
Yeah,
that was
like,
so
they-
bad.
they both
Dude,
go
and
on
both of
record
them have
saying-
talked about how bad
Yeah,
that
it's
was.
bad.
Which is hilarious because they're both
Right.
shit. Doesn't
Who are
make
the
sense.
so
Jimmy
was
Kimmel,
one-
Adam Carolla.
Adam Carolla.
Oh.
Right, that's who it was. All right, so
I just farted.
Solid. Shout out farts.
I like that this is becoming a theme in the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know that I do, but I know it's not stopping. So
I like.
Choo choo.
I'm neutral on it, but I like it because I know it kind of annoys Jay.
I sort of, except I'm kind
It's
of.
kind of like it. Yeah.
I sort of Family Guide into it.
Yeah.
Like that overdo it, and they're like, okay, now I like it again.
Mm-hmm. That's usually me with sex.
Gross.
Yeah.
So, you guys want to hear an Am I the Asshole that my roommate sent me?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Oh, are we gonna do the other one? The one from RD that we didn't get on tape?
We'll see. We'll talk about that because
We can do that next episode.
we're
Okay.
recording 2 episodes today, so we'll figure it out.
Dude, I don't need to know that.
Yeah, this is different places, different times, son.
None of these episodes are coming out before we're all dead anyway.
Yeah.
Coronavirus.
Yeah, for real. Oh man, so nervous about that actually.
Yeah.
I don't think all of us are gonna die, but I wonder. It's gonna get pretty crazy, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna get pretty fucking.
Yeah, I mean, like, I thought for a while the coronavirus was kind of going to be like the swine flu stuff that was like a while back. Where
Once it got here, I was like,
minor.
ooh.
Like,
Ooh.
like what I saw when they were starting to like shut out sports fans. I was like, yeah,
Dude, some of this feels like a little bit of hysteria though.
it's definitely
It
hysterical.
does,
Like-
but it's also like, to me, here's the deal. If you're gonna go this far, fucking shut it all the way down. Like, you're already. To me, this is one of those, either you don't do any of this stuff at all, like, whatever, dude, whatever happens, happens. Or you go all out and you go, everybody shuts everything down. Just because, all right, we're just gonna fucking contain this bitch until it's done.
Yeah.
Or I think what we should, I mean, personally, I think we do this, right? And then we'll end the Federal Reserve, we'll just shut down all governments, and we'll just let anarchy reign, baby.
That'll be interesting.
And we'll start
Dude, what if it was global anarchy?
global anarchy would be sick. Yeah, you'd be
The
fucked.
lawless
My
community is the worst
My skills are 5'3", 130-pound
Yeah.
Asian boy. I think mine are worse.
You're at a big risk.
People will assume you know, like, kung fu and shit.
Yeah.
No, like
People will look at you and be like,
wow.
wow.
For me to actually live through the apocalypse, I'm for sure.
Okay.
sex slave.
First off, if anarchy,
It's my only chance of survival. I gotta put out. So
But in anarchy, I think people would respect each other for the most part. I don't think it would get crazy.
Your role. Okay, global apocalypse.
Yeah.
You think your role would be
Sex slave.
sex slave?
Like
what do you think?
you're Princess Leia to some guy's Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, it wouldn't be close to where I live. I don't know. That would be the role that I would probably like figure out. I have like no real survival skills. Like I can drive a car. It's probably like.
Yeah, well, so can dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good.
Yeah, like I'm not physically gifted.
No.
You don't know weapons or anything.
I don't know
like that?
weapons. I don't know
either.
like science or engineering or anything.
You know what you want is like mechanics, doctors, nurses,
Yeah.
engineers, construction workers.
Skills that apply to real
Yeah.
world. Like
Yeah.
I said, I have a ton of skill sets, and a skill is completely useless.
Right.
Yeah.
Like in a lawless society, I'd be a lawyer. In a lawless
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no, you can't do that. Well,
Well-
why not? Because there aren't any rules anymore.
You know who else is gonna go down, dude? The CEOs. Everybody's a CEO is gonna get fucked
you can
over.
Still fucking, make chicken wings and fucking.
Yeah,
bars.
dude,
You still
facts.
have the drinks.
Yeah, people are still gonna, and they'll respect. I think there will be a respect. Like, we'll figure out a currency. Once you figure out a currency, but the thing is, we're gonna kill all the rich people, like for sure.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Used to
die.
be purge style.
I don't think it would immediately, but I think like they're definitely like if you live. I think out here we'd probably be okay. Like common folk would be okay, but like the really rich people would definitely like.
Like there's gonna
Like,
Seattle's gonna be
because
the fucking world.
yeah, well, who's gonna protect them? Because the people who protect them get paid to protect them. But as soon as you stop paying them,
Yeah.
you got to figure out some kind of resource. Do you know what I mean? Like oil. I don't know.
Oh, I mean, you stop paying them anything that is worth a shit because their money doesn't mean anything.
Right, money doesn't mean anything because of you know what I mean. So it's like
Yeah. I always thought it was cool. Did you
Yeah.
ever play
physical gold.
Fallout, the video?
Yeah, love Fallout.
Yeah, they use bottle caps.
Yeah,
Yeah. So like that was the
I bought
I think bullets would be a currency.
Fallout 4, and I cannot. I get my issue.
It's pretty. It's
I'm terrible. I can't figure it out.
wait, but how you get your shit pushed in for a while though?
Oh, okay.
It happens in the first little bit of the game.
Their money in it is bottle caps. So
Oh, it's,
I think bullets, dude, would be a currency because you need currency or gunpowder. You know what I mean? Like bullets would be like the dollars, gunpowder would be like cents. You're like I got what is it? It's 2 9mm and like an ounce of gunpowder.
I don't know how bullets are made or anything like that.
You have the brass, your little center. I mean, yeah, my dad reloads his own bullets.
Oh, does he have a shotgun shell like
Yeah,
loader?
yeah.
Those are awesome.
Yeah. It's not my dad. It's my friend's dad actually, but my
first
dad's used it.
girlfriend, Her stepdad had one of those in the basement. It was like the second thing I saw.
Yeah, it's intimidating. It's a fucking power move.
He didn't do the whole tough
Right.
thing because that's fucking stupid. But when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, that's interesting.
yeah, my roommate actually does this in our living room now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just now.
That's badass.
You're getting bold about it, dude.
I don't give a fuck.
Next thing you know,
No, my roommate's just always been like a Second Amendment guy.
God damn right.
I'm into it. Fucking.
Yeah. Anyways, you guys want to get into the same by the asshole that my roommate?
I don't know. Like talking about global apocalypse.
Yeah, I think the global apocalypse thing's doing great. No, yeah, let's see what your mood has to say.
All right. Am I the asshole for calling out my wife's friend's husband for having a micro penis?
Wife's friend's husband. Gotcha. Just have to.
I'm an asshole for calling out my wife's
Right.
Wife's
friend's
friend's
husband. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Your husband-in-law.
So
Or
long
your friend-in-law.
Yeah.
we all live in a city that's surrounded by farms. I grew up here. I worked on my uncle's farm all of my youth. He met Megan in college. She's from here. I met my wife in college, and she came here with me after. Megan's parents own a farm. Alex worked there for a bit, and he's the
Are you changing the names or are you keeping them?
No, I think this guy's a foreigner, so he
Oh,
kind of wrote
okay.
it a little bit weirdly.
Oh.
Then
Speaking
quit.
of
Now he's a used car salesman because he went to college for sales. My wife and Megan became friends because they were both into crafts and met at a craft store. My wife told me that Megan told her that Alex had a way below average dick, which my wife told me in confidence. And I learned that both Alex and Megan were virgins because they're, I guess, super Christian, like the wait until marriage kind.
Shout out Jesus.
Shout out Jesus. My wife also told me that after they were married, apparently they both agreed that masturbation was okay. And Megan, who'd only been...
After they were married?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's something I decided way before. Like, what?
And
It's a unilateral decision.
And Megan, who's only been with one guy who was small, learned that basically the wife is learning that there's actually people with big penises because she's only had small penis experience.
Okay. Good for her.
I hosted
She's
a
0 for 2, as it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hosted a barbecue yesterday. Alex and Megan showed up late, but what they came in here was a monstrosity. Alex and Megan showed up in a truck, which was a GMC, but I don't know what model. It was the biggest fucking truck I've ever seen. I've seen trucks that are lifted 9 inches with 38-inch tires, and this thing was bigger. I thought
So
it was
cliche.
Yeah.
I thought it was a truck that was on his lot until I saw paper plates and it was a different dealership. Then he spent a good 45 minutes talking about the truck he bought, saying it was lifted over a foot and it had the biggest tires I can legally have. And every time I tried to ask questions about it, he was just like, "You don't know about it. You're not from the country."
Ooh, okay.
You don't know, wait, what? You don't know about trucks because you're not from the country?
That's basically what he said. So I got a little mad, and also I was a little drunk. So for someone who grew up in some shithole in Washington called Spokane to tell me that I don't know about country life just because I don't dress in flannels and cowboy boots, it made me mad. So I asked him if he bought the truck because of his micro dick, and he got really red. And that's the end of the story.
No.
Alright, so...
I think that's fair.
Alright, first of all, someone telling you have a small dick, if you react any other way than just like, whatever, you have a tiny penis.
Yeah, like a very small
By the way,
PB.
That's
from
such
Spokane. From Spokane.
What from Spokane? What?
The guy was from Spokane.
Oh.
That's what it said.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought you said it was foreign.
No, the main character is foreign.
Yeah,
Okay,
lifted.
that's what you're saying.
Lifted truck guy is not foreign.
But yeah, like if you do anything other than shrug that off, because it's not a good burn. It's terrible. It's
No.
For everything.
Yeah. Because you don't have to, like, just because he says you have a micro penis doesn't mean you have a micro penis.
Like,
you responding
It's basically
mad means you
saying
definitely
you're
had a small dick.
somebody. Like, it's
Oh, yeah.
very, very rude entry.
Yeah.
The fact that he got embarrassed about it is kind of proof that he's got a tiny penis.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's just put that on that.
Yeah.
Like, this dude has a small wiener.
Yeah. Boom.
No, that's been established. He definitely does.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you can hear stuff from people. It doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Girls
Saying he's got a small
say
dick.
pretty spiteful shit
They do.
about their exes.
Right.
Sometimes.
They do.
Yeah.
But I mean,
They were together, though.
whatever. That part it doesn't even matter. Like, are you an asshole for giving him shit about it?
No.
not at all.
Especially when he says some fucked up
He's
shit to
being
you.
an asshole. Yeah, he's being a dick. And you're
Yeah.
better at it.
Yeah. And you're not even better at it. That guy's just been really sensitive.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like,
so what are we
grain
saying
salt.
here? What's your?
the other guy's the asshole.
Yeah, I think the big truck guy is.
Big truck guy is asshole.
The other guy's not an asshole.
Yeah, other guy no asshole.
I mean, he's not particularly clever, but he.
No. Yeah. Well, he does. He didn't have a full understanding of the language. Right. Isn't that what he kind of said?
I'm not 100% sure. It says he grew up in the country.
Okay.
Like, I
Oh,
don't
but you
know.
said it was hard to read.
I thought he was from a
It
different.
was hard
Yeah.
to read. It was really weirdly worded and everything. So maybe he's really country.
I thought you said he was foreign.
That's
Foreign
that's
country.
how badly it was written. I thought he was foreign.
Oh.
They have farms.
But he said he's not from the country, right?
Not from the country, and I can't.
Oh.
Country like y'all.
Oh,
the
this-
country.
Do we know this guy?
Huh?
Do we know this guy?
I mean, would
You know him.
You know him though.
the guy who sent it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my roommate.
Oh.
Yeah, the guy.
So-
Oh, so you know shit about him. Never mind.
What? No, he didn't write this. He found it and sent it to me.
Oh, we thought your roommate wrote it.
No, he found it.
That's
on
why when
Reddit
he said
and
the
sent it to me.
Spokane thing, like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I get it. He's from
so
Spokane.
That's why he sent it.
That's why would. Oh.
Ah, okay, so that makes a lot more sense.
That makes more sense. So this guy's name was Alex.
The guy with the truck, I believe his name is Alex.
Damn. Alex. I know an Alex.
I mean, Alex is a pretty common name.
I know, Alex. I
Like
know,
an
let's,
Alex
let's,
with, like,
let's
that
ask him
instead
to
of a
pull
truck.
his dick out next time we see him.
Yeah, next time we see Alex, I'll have to ask him to pull his dick out. I'm not going to say.
Why wouldn't you? Because
Yeah,
that makes sense.
that makes so much sense. Do you think he'd do it? I bet he'd do it.
Am I the asshole from Spokane, a city with hundreds of thousands of people? Are you like the one Alex? That
Are you the
Yeah.
the guy that he happens to know?
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
We're going to have to see that penis in that truck, son.
Alex's I know? No. Not
Yeah.
them.
No.
Do you think it was the wrong move to do it at a barbecue that he's hosting with his wife at his home?
Nope.
I mean,
Wait, who's hosting
because
it?
He didn't start it.
The guy the regular penis guy.
The regular penis guy did nothing wrong, period, end of story.
No, man, he reacted.
Yeah, all that happened here.
What did the guy say first?
He said, "You're not from the country. You wouldn't understand." He
Oh,
kept
yeah,
blowing
he
him
gave
off.
him the whole, like-
He was in his house disrespecting his home by telling him he doesn't understand
Shit
trucks.
about trucks
Yeah.
because he's not- and especially, dude,
God,
gigantic
damn
trucks are so fucking stupid.
and annoying. They blow all that black smoke on your nice Jeep Liberty. God damn it. I didn't buy a Jeep Liberty to get black smoke on it, okay? It's a 2007 Jeep Liberty with 172,000 miles on it, all right? To fucking show some goddamn respect, okay?
Put some respect on its name.
Goddamn right. That's JEEP, baby. What it do?
It's interesting because we've had this discussion, and I do agree with you guys that the other guy's the asshole. But in the subreddit, they called him the asshole.
What?
Yeah.
Because he pointed out his dick size.
That's
Yeah.
bunk.
It's always like, oh.
That's because those guys on the internet also have small penises.
Also, dude, this like, I don't know, the whole tiny dick thing, like that's so old and over.
Yeah. We're over body shaming in 2020.
Figure it out. It's too fucking late.
Yeah. Yeah. No one like opens your pants and like, you know how small your penis has to be for someone to like.
I'm not trying to just slay whores though. I guess maybe whores are.
But
really into dick size.
I guess. Worth fucking.
Any girl worth fucking, yeah.
Is not going to be mad that your dick isn't.
Because they're gonna.
They hopefully like you.
Yeah.
Exactly. They like actually like you.
Yeah, or like you were charming enough at the bar that like, you know.
Huge wiener to like.
First off.
Save this train wreck.
Yeah.
Redeem it for the team. Personality bit.
Dude. Also,
She has to have somewhat of a personality disorder. So.
top of that, no one is like looking at us and going like, I bet that guy has a big dick. Like, you know what I mean? No one, like I'm putting out exactly as advertised. You know what I mean? I'm wearing plaid. Like, let's fucking.
Every woman that's looked at me has not even recognized I even have a dick.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's a person that I have no interest in.
Men, it's the exact opposite. We look at a woman and we're like, man, what a rack. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, it's all out there, right, for you to see.
Yeah.
I do this bit on stage where I say something along the lines of like every time a woman looks at me, they don't think they're legally allowed to have sex with me.
Yeah.
Which I do think is actually true.
It's accurate, I think, when they look at you.
I think they think it would be on like the borderline.
Yeah.
So they feel bad.
I'm pretty sure the girl that was.
It's like if you ever see a girl who's like might be 16, might be like 21,
You just gotta, yeah.
You just don't want to think like.
How long are you gonna look underage?
Yeah, I wonder how long. I can't imagine you getting chubby.
A couple of years.
You think he looked like Bobby Lee?
If you got fat, it would
Not
work.
look like.
No, not now. I'm saying in like 20 years, you might look like.
Really fat, sure.
He's not that fat.
Pretty fat.
He's just.
He's rotund.
He looks like an otter.
Compared to me, he's really fat.
Absolutely.
Like I'm
Yeah.
pretty skinny, so I need to put on quite a bit. I need to make like thousands.
I bet if you only. I bet all you'd have to do is you gain 100 pounds in the next 10 years.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know what.
Your metabolism's gonna slow down.
It is gonna slow down, but it hasn't even slowed down that badly for my dad or my uncle. Like they eat okay, but they don't eat like crazy good.
How much?
My dad's like 5'7", and I think he's like 170.
Oh,
He's
yeah, that's
muscular.
pretty good
He works
shape.
out a lot.
Right on.
Yeah.
My uncle's like 5'10" and like 160. He's pretty skinny.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. All right.
Good metabolism in my family. Asian.
We'll see how long it lasts.
Right, but like, yeah, you do the joke that we were talking about. You do the
Yeah,
joke.
but I think it's actually true. I don't think women see me on the street and think like they're even legally allowed to have sex.
No.
Yeah, no. And they feel gross for thinking like
And
that.
if they did think that, even, I mean, no fucking offense, but it's like they're after you. Right?
Yeah. Also, they're not looking at you thinking women aren't like.
women chicks.
No. And even if
We
we.
can land chicks.
Yeah.
But we're not guys that
It
want
takes
chicks.
Right.
We're comedians. We
Also-
have to like show our personality.
Exactly.
There's the thing is like if you're walking down the street, no girl is like.
Day, too.
Yeah. A damn good day. Catch me in the right
One of my
light.
jokes are actually worth a shit. That's what I'm talking about.
If like when you're walking down the street, women don't look at men like if they look at a man like they're like think he's good looking. They're not like they're like he's good looking, but then if they don't think you're good looking, they don't recognize you at all as a person. Do you know what I mean? They're just like walking like I don't give a fuck. But if you're a dude, you look at every woman.
Yeah.
You're like I would fuck, I wouldn't fuck, I would fuck, I wouldn't fuck. You know what I mean? You're like at least I do when I walk down the
And
street.
you're definitely
Like
That is 100% true.
okay, all right, yes.
definitely like the longer you go between like
And I
having
feel bad about it. But
the
it's
longer you go between having sex, the like,
Oh, yeah.
the whole I wouldn't fuck, I would fuck. Percentages change.
Yeah.
Really
Oh, really?
The day after you get laid, you're like
They have-
wouldn't fuck. You're swiping
I
left.
got standards.
Oh,
A month
yeah.
after you get laid,
You're like-
you're only like 300. That's not 4.
It's not 4. You're 5'11", 280. All right.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah, you keep those standards high.
Standards?
Yeah, because honestly, like I'm not.
Would you say?
I'm not real. I mean, I don't want to talk about this too
Yeah,
in depth. But
no.
It's not very sexual in nature. I'm just not like.
That's fair.
I'm not trying to go out and
Yeah.
get laid. Like I never
Right.
have. Never have tried once.
Yeah.
Never had a one night stand. Never wanted one. Never
never
really
had
been
been
into
to
that.
I've never had a one night stand. No, that's not true. I've had like maybe 2, but it's usually someone I've talked to for a while and no.
Yeah,
So it's sort of not a one night stand. It is one night stand, but it's sort of not.
It is, but it's not it's not a stranger. It's not like a
Right,
stranger.
it's like there's like a relationship fluffer almost in between.
Yeah. Before the sex, like we know each other. Then after we fuck, we might still talk.
Familiarity.
We might still talk and hang out, and we might still fuck sometimes. But it's like we're definitely not an item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, do you guys want to do some white man rage? Do you have anything?
You got any?
White rage, man.
Just white rage. You can be a woman and be mad too.
Come on, man.
I don't know. You guys are both white men. I don't know what to
I
tell
know, but white
want
man
just
rage
be-
is too many syllables.
Yeah,
White
that's
rage.
fair. You want to just be white rage?
Yeah, it's white rage.
White rage.
Yeah, I'll tell the one that got lost in the lost.
Oh
episode.
yeah. I don't even remember what it was.
You do remember?
I don't. I don't know what it was.
It was a good take, but I probably won't have the energy to do it as well today. 'Cause I'm not as angry about it because I didn't see it yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on my Facebook feed, something scrolled up. All right, I'll start with a conclusion. Don't tell other people how to spend their fucking money.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How about that?
I remember
Yeah.
that, yeah.
People have been posting on my Facebook page about all these goddamn posts about, stop buying dogs from breeders for $2,000 when there's perfectly good dogs at the Humane Society for $60. First of all, that's really expensive for a used dog.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Old model.
you should be able to get it for cheaper than that, I think,
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. The point is,
I think you can get it.
how about you don't tell me how to spend my fucking money?
Yeah.
I go to a breeder for my dog who's the shit. He's the best dog ever. I did that on purpose. I spent like $1,200 on him because he's awesome. And just because someone else was a shitty parent to their dog doesn't suddenly force an obligation on me to now adopt this piece of shit. I have no idea what it just did.
Yeah.
I have no idea if it bit somebody and that's why it's getting turned in. Because you don't have to tell the fucking Humane Society when
Right.
to turn it in. I don't know how they treated the dog. They treated it like shit.
You don't know how well he knows Michael Vick.
Fighting dog. Because they don't. I mean, Bill Burr does that bit where he says that they don't tell you. They love animals too much. They're not going to tell you what this dog's all about.
Right.
Like what they did to get caught and like what
Yeah.
they given away. They don't tell you that shit. My last dog fucking bit my stepmom. I had to put him down, and she can barely feel her arm still. Like it was really bad.
Yeah.
So I went to and I got a fucking bred dog because I wanted to know that if it was fucked up, it was my fault.
Yeah. This time you were like,
That one I don't think it was my fault. It was just this dog had was kind of a head case.
right.
I got him. Something triggered him when my stepmom reached over his head to grab a leash.
Yeah.
The leash that was attached to him, and he freaked out.
Bitter. Yeah.
And
He's like
that's not even the point of the story. The point is, it's my fucking money.
Right.
It's not my obligation to pick up other people's fucking trash, dude.
Right.
So you tell,
Ooh.
no, if you tell people if you're gonna adopt kids, like everybody needs to adopt kids and shit, like that's a bullshit thing to say. What if I
don't
want
need
my
your
own?
fucking trash.
Yeah. I don't want your dog shit, okay?
Human shit.
Your
not like-
dumb fucking kids or your dumb fucking dogs.
Great. Some of them aren't. And if you want to get a rescue dog, fucking good
Yeah.
for you. And I'll probably get one later. But stop telling people
Later.
to fucking do it.
Later.
Stop, like, I see this shit all the time. That
Right.
hashtag adopt, don't shop. Like, fuck off,
Yeah.
dude.
How about-
Just 'cause you adopted a dog and you like that? Good for fucking.
Well, you adopt. I don't want to fucking
Why
adopt.
does everyone
Right.
have to control everyone else's lives, dude? Like, it's so much easier to spend other people's money,
Right.
tell other people how to live their fucking life. Just keep in your own lane.
Yeah, stay in your lane and shut the fuck up, Nancy, on Facebook, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, fucking-
You fucking whore. God
Anyway,
damn it,
That
Nancy.
was white rage. I hate it when people, like, fucking talk down on me and tell me how to spend my own goddamn money.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob, you got anything?
I might piggyback on this for a little bit. I do think that the thing about you, and you heard it here first, folks. Fuck kids, fuck dogs. Jay Berg quote. I do look. Kinda.
You said pick up trash.
Don't pick up that trash. Is what you said.
Oh, yeah.
The shitty dogs. Yeah. Fuck shitty dogs. Fuck shitty kids. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
That's all we're saying, folks. If you're going to do something, commit to it. All right. If your dog fucks up, don't give him to the Humane Society. Shoot him in the head. All right. Let's fucking take care of problems at home. All right. Cut it off before it gets there. All right. Look, have you ever dug a ditch? It's good for you. Go fucking at it. Dig a ditch. Kill a dog. All right. You don't like your kid? He's a fuck up.
Your weight loss goal.
Yeah. Boom.
Honestly, it's
Kill
a good point.
kids,
If someone-
dogs,
if someone
all of them.
just put the bullet in the back of the head that bit Jay's mom,
Yeah.
and
It
still
wouldn't.
feeling in her arm.
That's right. She'd still have feeling in her arm. Plus, you wouldn't have known the dog.
Reason to do that?
Well,
Like, it almost have to be preemptive at that point? Which I was actually considering doing because he was getting a little weird. He was doing weird shit.
yeah.
And I just couldn't trust. And he's a pit bull mix, so it's like
Right.
he's powerful.
Yeah.
Jacked.
Yeah, he looks jacked.
But yeah, dude, I totally fucking just ruined the whole flow of what you were just talking about by making it too serious.
Fuck kids, fuck dogs, I think as I was saying.
Fuck dog.
And the other thing about it is, like, look, if you, like, we gotta stop issues at home is what I'm talking about, folks. So if you have you think you're gonna have a shitty kid, you don't even if you think you're gonna have a shitty kid, like, when it's in the belly, be like, it doesn't feel good. I don't care if you're 8 months in. Get the coat hanger and fucking take care of that shit at home. All right, don't go to the doctors. Just at-home abortions. We're okay with that. At-home abortions. The possums fully put their weight behind at-home abortions, killing dogs, and also shitty kids. Those are the things we're about. Okay.
Are you pro-life until the age of 15?
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident that for the last minute of this podcast, I'm just gonna have a long bleep.
Subscribe to the Patreon if you want to. We should do unedited versions. Subscribe to the Patreon for unedited versions. People would do that.
Like, listen to this right now. I'm gonna take that soundbite and I'm just gonna play it over and over again on top of what you just said.
The lost manifestos of Rob on the podcast. They're gonna be right after Rob takes over the fucking Western Hemisphere.
Excited for the new Bible to come.
Because the Corona wipes everybody out.
Oh yeah.
Rob's fucking really.
Gingers are immune.
I mean,
Yeah.
Rob is very charismatic. People tend to like him. He's very Hitler-esque in that way. And I mean that as a compliment.
What are you gonna do? I would always take that as
Say
a
what you want
compliment.
about Hitler, the dude had some fucking charisma.
He had fans.
Alright.
He filled up. I'm just saying, he was a stadium act.
Absolutely.
Hitler was a stadium act.
You cannot deny.
Yeah. Jesus did villages. Okay.
Dude.
I'm just saying.
Pretty big.
I'm just saying Hitler was pretty fucking bad. I didn't just say Hitler was better than Jesus. I just said he was a better entertainer. He's just a better entertainer. You have to release this to the public.
Oh, I definitely will. Like, I might actually like bleep out like random portions of
It's
this.
just Hitler.
No,
Hitler.
I bleep out like the sentence before he says stuff about Hitler.
Yeah.
Only the bad shit.
Or unnecessary censorship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're about probably around like an hour with this
shit.
episode.
This was a good
So
episode.
I think we're gonna cut this. We're gonna immediately record another one.
Yeah.
So when you hear
Through
episode.
the magic of podcasting.
Do-do-do-do.
So you hear this one. This one will be out on Thursday. Sorry it was late, but he didn't put Quincy down. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
So this will be episode 5, and then you'll hear episode 6. But we're gonna be recording it in about 10 minutes.
Peace.
So
Wait, Paris, do we need to do an outro though?
Oh, we should probably do our like.
Do our outro just right now. It's so much easier to do an outro.
Okay, Possumcast, POSOMCAST, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
You know where we at.
TikTok.
TikTok's blowing up right now. Get on the possum train now, possums. All forward, all aboard, possums. We're going to the top, okay?
We should call it something.
Possum train, possum train.
Rob, you got.
Choo choo. All right, look, folks.
Go last and choose.
Yeah. Why don't you should.
Comedian Jay Bird on the Twitter.
Yeah.
Jay Bird Comedy on the Instagram. No Facebook page as of yet. No website as of yet. I think that's it for me. Rob?
Shout out, folks. Rob Wentz. That's going to be on Instagram, on Twitter. That's going to be at THEMCROBINSON, and on the good old Snapchat. If you guys have that, it's Red Mamba REDMAMBA 64 Red Mamba 64. Go ahead and add that, and also. Facebook, just Rob Wentz, the page. If you're going to be in the Sandpoint area, April 10th, Phil Kopczynski, come on out, Elks Club. April 19th, hosting at the Comedy Club for Miles Bridges.
Miles Turner from the.
I think all of those people were definitely basketball players.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure. Miles Turner, that's his name, Miles Turner.
I think we'll cut this episode here. Bye everybody. Good luck watching the NBA.
Bye.